Okay, so this is just a quick story on an article that I just read in Business Insider, and I found it amazing. Criminals steal more than 237,000 guns from legal American gun owners each year. Think about that. Almost 250,000 guns are stolen from gun owners each year. And something that's interesting about it is, many of us buy guns to protect us from the bad guys out there. But then the bad guys steal these guns sometimes from us, and they could be used against us. And it's just kind of an interesting thing that's going on. And basically what it really boils down to is people are not securing their firearms. Now, there's been a lot of videos on this, and people say, having a gun safe will get you killed, and don't lock your guns in a safe, and this and that. And you know what? To each his own, I say. For me, I have quite a bunch of gun safes, full-size, refrigerator-size safes, as well as smaller safes like this in my homes and in my offices. And for me, first of all, when I'm home, I carry a gun on my person. When I'm out of the house, I carry a gun on my person. But my guns are always secured. So out of all the guns I have, except for the one that I'm carrying, the other ones are in my safes. Now, safes these days are very inexpensive. This is something called a stack-on, less than $50. I have some more expensive biometric safes, which, $150, $200. They're very slim. They hold just a single gun with an extra magazine. I have those scattered all around. And, I just find it interesting that a lot of people just refuse to lock up their guns. And, I don't want to get into the whole children thing, but there are a lot of kids that are killed each year by picking up, someone's gun and, either hitting themselves with it or sometimes another child with it. And I know there's a lot of people out there who have grown up with firearms, like myself, and we've been just fine. But there are other kids out there that just cannot resist the temptation. And some people will say, I want to teach my kid from the age of 2 years old to not touch a loaded gun, so I'll leave it on the table. And again, it's your kids, you could do what you want. I think there's other ways that we could teach our children that might not be so deadly. For me, I never left loaded guns around the house. Like, again, my guns have always been on my person or locked in a safe. And, a gun locked in a safe obviously is not going to be good for you during a home invasion or something like that. But again, they have small safes that could fit inside a bedroom, dresser drawer right next to your bed. And if you wish to leave that unlocked in the middle of the night, you could. Or again, you could get the glow-in-the-dark biometric ones that the minute you touch it, it reads your fingerprint or handprint, it lights up and pops open and lets you get the gun. There are other things you could do, like alarm systems, security systems, guard dogs, etc., but not everyone can do that or wants to do that. But I just found this was an interesting article that 237,000 guns a year are stolen. And recently, down south, there was a couple, and they were spied upon. They were known to be gun owners, and as soon as they left the house, the husband and the wife, the thieves went in and they cleared them out of 4 or 5 handguns and a couple of rifles that they just had loose in a bedroom drawer without a safe. So now those guns and rifles are most likely going to be used in a crime, and probably will kill someone or maim or harm someone. And if they were secured, this wouldn't happen. So this is just one of those food for thought things. I know some people are going to be pro and some people are going to be against. And again, you guys do whatever you want to do. I'm just telling you what I do. This is all a matter of opinion. No one's right or wrong. What's right for me is wrong for you, and could be the other way around. But I just found that interesting. So anyway, my opinion is, secure your guns when they're not on your person, and keep them out of the way of children. When kids are old enough to learn, there's nothing wrong with teaching a child how to shoot a gun and gun safety and so forth. But then when you're done with that, take the gun, teach them how to clean it if you wish, if they're older, and then Teach them about locking it up, because you also have to worry about, children's friends coming over. I have kids, and they always had friends all over the house, and, I'm the gun guy. And, but no one ever really knew that. Certain select people knew that, certain adults knew that. But, my guns were just out of sight and out of mind, because even when my kids were teenagers, they'd have friends in the house, and sometimes we weren't home. And that's fine, because unless they were, professional safecrackers, they just weren't getting into it. So that's it. Don't want to make this too long. So just an interesting article I read, and I thought I'd share it with you guys. All right. Thanks for listening. Take care.